Okay, so today I'm going to be masking this up, ready to paint the trim. I've decided it's going to have red trim similar to, well, it's going to be the same color as this. So I got to mask it up to paint this red, paint the door frames red. So literally I'm just going to make a mask in these grooves and then spray the rest of the door red. The roof walks are going to be black. The roof is going to be black. The end beams and the deck is going to be black. That's going to stay this color. And then the entire bottom is going to be black. All right, so I got the first door done. Full. So it's called Noacan Black Patina. It's for making, I guess when you do stained glass windows to make the lead black, but it works on brass. It works on this, oh crap, that's not very much at all. Well, I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's turning black already. Anyway, you just let it soak in that stuff. I gotta reread the directions, but here are the ones I've done already, and I definitely let them soaked. That's some good grammar there, huh? I definitely let them soak for longer than the directions said, only to make sure it got a very good coat. It's interesting, it just sort of gives it an almost like a wrought iron kind of look. Oh, overspray there, right there too. But the critical part is the side of the cupola, which does not have any overspray. All right, that's what it looks like with the windows in. I'm about to tape it up and paint the roof black. Should be fun. Get it in one shot. If you try to recoat, regardless of what the directions say, Rust-Oleum has a tendency to react to itself. Oh, it came out very, very nice. I personally think it needs to be a tiny bit darker. I think I need to stain it just a tiny bit. And it's close, but not quite dark enough. Otherwise, I think it looks good. So the Ipswich pine was a bust. There's two problems. It's a little too light, and also because it's a stain, it can't be used on finished wood, and I've already finished this with boiled linseed oil. So it just laid there and did nothing. I know that sounds like your ex-wife. I was wanting tinted varnish, but down the street at Ace Hardware, they don't have tinted varnish. They have tinted polyurethane. So I got a gloss pecan, a gloss walnut, and a gloss classic oak. That's actually the only three colors they had. They did have them in satin or gloss. And so there's the 3 stripes. The pecan and the walnut look kind of promising. So here's the project caboose back from the printers. This is what they call a mask. And then I'm gonna paint with red paint the letters and pull the mask off. So these letters will be red, Wasatch Back Railway. These letters will be black, the line will be red, and the number will be black. So what I'm doing today is just a real quick light coat of the clear coat spar urethane so that when I go to paint these letters, it doesn't leach underneath the masking. This is gonna be a red line and these letters are gonna be red, so they're masked out while I hit the caboose and the number 1. So the caboose and number 1 are now masked, and the red line and the red letters are unmasked because I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's indescribably beautiful. I had a little damage on one of the O's on Caboose. Using the extreme magnifier and my readers, I was able to touch it up with a Sharpie. And then when I look at it with the naked eye, I know it's there, but if I didn't know it was there, I wouldn't know it was there. I think it turns out great. I can't wait to start putting all the little fittings and windowsills and everything on it. Oh, I didn't quite get it centered. That one either. Oh darn. As long as people don't look too close, they'll never know. Phil DePel made these doors and everything, and he even supplied the pre-cut glass, and it fits down this groove in the top of the door. Look at that, just amazing. I'll tell you what, if you need help with a project like this, call Phil DePel. He's the man. I don't know if he actually knew the guy who's now deceased that used to produce these kits, and I don't know if he's really in the business to make you doors and windows and hinges. I think he just mostly did it for me because this probably is the last unassembled kit from his friend that made these back. Anyway, that's freaking awesome. I love it. It's coming together, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna go with millimeters. Sometimes it's easier just to measure in millimeters. So everything has come along very well. I think I have everything done. There's no glass in the windows yet. That shouldn't be a problem as long as I'm not sloppy with the glue. Not trying to permanently affix the elevation of the deck. I'm just trying to make them uniform so that when I put the couplers on, the couplers are uniform. There's a Katie height gauge I'll use to fix those at the correct height, but first I want to make sure the decks are the same height. That is spot on for 5.5 centimeters. And this side is spot on. Okay. Then the other thing I want to do is check the deck height compared to the baggage car. In real life, the Caboose deck would probably be the same height as a flat car, but on this railway, passengers are allowed to ride in the Caboose. So sometimes the Caboose is a passenger car, and so I want these decks to be a safe height for passengers to be able to cross back and forth. Anyway, otherwise, the Project Caboose project is over. I might have to, I didn't want to fix that so that when you take the roof on and off, you don't have to undo the screw, but I think I'm gonna have to put one screw. The ladders aren't permanent. These are white metal ladders. They're okay, but I've learned that I'm too heavy-handed for white metal. I just bend it all up, even though I try to be careful. So these, I'm gonna solder up something in brass to replace those eventually, but for the time being, those are the ladders. So, all right, I'm gonna take it upstairs, put couplers on it, and then we'll bring Katie down and run the Project Caboose for the first time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Project Caboose is no longer called the Project Caboose. It's now called Caboose number 1 because she is finished. Indescribably beautiful.